Good morning to you from Animal Kingdom. Such a great day. Such a fantastic way to start the day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. We saw basically all the character cavalcades, including the band. Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. We saw Donald, Daisy, and Launchpad. We saw Pocahontas and Miko. I love it. I love seeing them to start the day here at Animal Kingdom. Out foraging back soon. Until then, please visit our friends. Okay, there are other friends around for us to see, but this bird's still not here. Hopefully we'll see him again soon. Now, I heard a rumor from friends that part of the Lion King show signage has been removed here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. We're going to take a closer look, see if we can find some of the signage. You can see Harambe Theater right there, which is, I think, where the Lion King show used to be. Let's take a look. You know, I've never taken the time to really look at all of the small details here by the, I believe it's called Harambe Theater. You can see His Majesty's Imperial Protective Mail Service. You can see the theater quarter here at Harambe Tourist Information Bureau is that way. I believe this is the sign where it used to tell you the hours of when the show would be happening. Covered up, so it's not gone. Not gone at the moment, but you can still see kind of touches of the Lion King around here. I mean, even Wi-Fi available in there. Come on now. Come on. We got Wi-Fi in there. We're almost ready to roll, I hope. Custom and clearance, too. Tusker House Restaurant pointing us in the other direction. We walk over, you can still see the sign. Festival of the Lion King. Festival of the Lion King, Harambe Theater. I sure hope we see it again soon. Oh my gosh, I miss it so much, and all the amazing performers who bring the show to life. Here it is, Harbor Master, Visitor Registry. Have necessary documentation available upon entry. When I first saw these lines right here, I was thinking to myself, okay, this has to be for Lion King. Sure enough, it's not. Take a closer look. There's the end of the line for Flight of Passage right there. So it actually loops all the way there and then comes around here. This is the continuation of the line for Flight of Passage. Close. Wait, almost. Almost. Check it out. We're seeing more of our friends here. There's Rafiki and Timon making their way along the water. There they are dancing the day away. Rafiki and Timon clearly having a lot of fun. Hey guys, good to see you. Oh my gosh, that is great. I love seeing them on the water. Hey, Rafiki, yeah, good to see you. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You know, I thought we had seen them all, but I had not seen Rafiki and Timon before. It's awesome. You can hear all the animal sounds around us. Definitely a forest come to life here in Pandora, and the line to get to Flight of Passage. This is still it. It's still it. You know, there have been a lot of updates recently from Disney, whether it's the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser or some other announcements that we've heard, whether it's retirements or changes. A lot of big announcements from Disney Imagineering recently. So I wanted to take a minute to kind of pay closer attention to some of those small details that Joe Rohde and many other Imagineers put together to make this place and more Animal Kingdom so magical. Now, I do want to let you know in advance that some of the things I'm going to mention in this video could be considered spoilers to the magic. So just a heads up in advance, I don't think they spoil anything. I think it actually pays homage to the amazing, great work that the Imagineers do. So now, you notice in Pandora World of Avatar, you've got like regular plants, right? During the day, regular plant life, amazing. But wait a minute, what's that right down there? You see that? That is a light in the middle of the grass, just minding its own business. The big question is, why is it there? It's actually there to illuminate the forest at night. They've gone to the extreme of putting lights in the ground all throughout. Not just there, but that's the easiest one to spot. There's another one right in there, really hard to see them in there. And there's more all around. Now, if you ever wondered about some of those late night effects that you see inside of Pandora World of Avatar, these little, I'm gonna call them, I don't know, pods, it's kind of like, you know, Na'vi built pod there. Inside, there's a very special light. I believe it's called the black light. And then up above, you'll notice another light. So this is the standard light, that's my understanding, inside that pod right there. Here, you've got that special black light. Now that will illuminate the ground during the night, and you actually see the bioluminescent floor right here, right now. Looks very standard, very normal, nothing out of the ordinary. But once this light comes on, the whole forest comes alive, especially on the ground. Take a look how they've mixed regular plant life. This is all standard, growing, normal plant life, with some more unique plant life that is from Earth, with some alien plant life. And it's just mixed so seamlessly together, it just fits, it just goes. Take a look at this area kind of holding back some of the plant life there. It kind of just looks like the Earth has just thrown all this together with whatever it is, maybe flooding or something else, to kind of push the Earth in this direction or kind of push this Earth down a little bit. This has been made purposefully in that way to just make it like you're walking through a forest, and this path was just cleared out by whether it's natural causes or maybe some of the machinery that the bad guys used when they were coming to Pandora. One thing I noticed when I was looking at the lights, there's the standard light. We've seen it before, great looking light. Look kind of beyond it. See right up there in the trees, you've got kind of two other reflecting panels. Those are actually lights themselves. Again, all used to make Pandora come alive at night. Those are mounted in the trees. You can see some of the electronics in between them. When you look at this first light, the larger pod right up there, you say to yourself, okay, Michael, that's great to know. I can see kind of how they wired the smaller ones in, but how they wired this one to this tree. Now, this is a big spoiler. You ready for this? That's not a real tree. I know it looks like it. It really does. You can touch it. It looks like it. It even feels like a real tree, but it's not a real tree. It's just made to look that way to hold up the light. I know, kind of shows you a little bit of the backstage of the magic here, but just to think how far the Imagineers went to make this magical is just outstanding to me. Just take a look how they've matched the colors here. All right, we've got the colors, kind of a greenish, a little bit of a reddish. Think about the time that it took to think that through. Then you've got the green here and the kind of darker green there. That's alien, this is human, right? So they seamlessly blended it in. When you look at it from further back, it just looks like it's supposed to be there. It's incredible. Take a look at the seamless integration of just the regular, earth here, all the way to the machinery. Look how just pops right in there, just like that. To me, it's incredible how quickly they're able to kind of transition to this piece of machinery that was kind of left here from years ago, right? Then it kind of goes back to earth again. They just put it in there. It's amazing. One thing that we know Disney is extremely good at is making things look a different age than they are. This is relatively new, 2015, right? Not that old. It is not really that rusty. It looks that rusty, right? You touch it, it almost feels, it feels rusty, but it is not. It is how Disney created it, how they made it look so incredible. I'm just so impressed. You look at all of it, even up there, you can actually see, can you see right there? The paint around that light. See the paint around, just right around there. The paint around there looks like it's just been peeling and old and just worn. That is actually made that way. Disney Imagineering took it to that far of an extent where you look up at the lights and it looks worn. Mind-bogglingly impressed. One small touch that Disney really did take to the extreme is put these dog tags up. Now, this is a Pongu Pongu. I love the dog tags. They're so cool. Believe it or not, and this is my assumption, I believe this to be true, those are actually the pictures of the Imagineers, the entire team that made Pandora World of Avatar possible. All their faces put up there together. Look at the teamwork. It's everybody. I love that. If you think about construction, and I don't know the first thing about construction, but what I do know is that buying let's say a standard slab that goes across here, just a piece of concrete, is probably less expensive than actually taking the slab and cutting it all the way through to make this amazing look. It's done this way purposefully. It's done this way with intent. Disney took the time, bent all of these pieces of metal. To take this box, this is just meant for us, just for us to enjoy these electrical boxes that go up and around and then they get bent out of the way. I love it. I love it so much. The time, the effort, the thoughtfulness that goes into every small detail of this land. Wow. This is the gift shop for Pandora World of Avatar called Wind Traders. And inside, not only will you find those gifts, but you'll find more of the theming. Look up above. Those pieces of wood kind of look like bamboo, but they're not. They're kind of holding up the entire ceiling. I don't think I've taken the time to really look at all of that before. As you go further in the store here, you'll notice that we kind of move away from the wood chutes that kind of hold everything together and then kind of have this rope or coiled, I don't know what it is, almost like bark that goes along the entire ceiling. You go further in and you can see it's actually been decorated by the Na'vi with these little, I don't know what they're called, little trinkets you find around Pandora World of Avatar. I can't tell you how many times I've walked by this and not even seen it. But the level of it's meant to do that, just to kind of play in so you really feel immersed. In all my time coming into Wind Traders, I don't think I've ever seen this kite. That is a kite. Do they sell this? I don't think they do, but that is so cool. You can actually see is it Marakto? I believe it's the big one. It's that big banshee that kind of flies and means that you're the guy. It's so cool, but it's a kite. Wow. I always love looking at this waterfall. So, real life plants, real dirt, real rocks, at least it looks that way, real water, and then kind of goes completely alien from there. Everything else just is an alien piece of the environment. I love it. I love it. See how the water seamlessly goes as if it is like a true waterfall. They built it this way intentionally so it would go past the alien greenery and really feel like you are here. I'm telling you, I look at this all day and I love it. Now, the different lighting effects that you see around Pandora at night are incredible. And if you look kind of at when you first walk in, you see like these lit and the ground lit and up above lit, and it's amazing. But how exactly do they do it? If you take a look in there, just beyond this green, right there, you'll actually see a light bar. It's one of those little hidden secrets. There's even a light right there, where it helps to illuminate the underside of these plants. Again, when you think about it, it's just like, oh my gosh, the level of detail. Oh my gosh. And although we're seeing a lot today and we're looking at all those small details, I guarantee you there are lights that we will never see, no matter how hard we look. As we walk out of Pandora World of Avatar, of course, we see the moss, we see all this, but even the broken pieces. My question is, did they buy a completed, I don't know, set of these, whatever these barriers are called, and then break it themselves? Or did it have to be fabricated like this? I have no idea. I don't know. But I love it. I just love it. You can see it here on the bridge to Harambe. More of that broken apart kind of pathway meant to just make you feel like you are truly, authentically integrated into the environment. It is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And they've been doing it for years. They upped it. They upped it another level with Pandora World of Avatar. Now, that idea of making it super realistic and ultra immersive is not new for Disney. Now, just to show you how important lighting is to Disney, here's a light kind of integrated into the ground here, right around Animal Kingdom. This is a very original spot of Animal Kingdom. Been here for a long, long time, just meant to help illuminate the way. They've thought through all these details years before. They just kind of adapted everything for Pandora. Something new that I wanted to share with you is the Harambe Market that has reopened with their food. They've got a lot of delicious looking items like the grilled chicken bowl, hot link bowl. Oh my gosh, they've also got the Simba cupcake. You can find it all at Harambe Market, which is located right over there. Here's Pocahontas and Miko again. Let's go say hi. There they are. Hey Miko, good to see you. Got to paint with the colors of the wind. Check out our friends right over here. They're hanging out by their, they're going inside, never mind. Oh, they went inside. Maybe they're getting some food in there. I love that view. Expedition Everest in the background, so great. But take a look right here, Vista of the Himalayas. I don't think I've ever taken the time to really look at this. Okay, we know about Mount Everest, tallest point on the planet, 29,035 feet. Okay, but did you know about some of these others? I had heard about K2, which is so close to Everest, so close. Then you've got the Forbidden Mountain. That sounds intimidating. Part of me thinks the Yeti lives there. That's just, we don't know. And many others. I mean, it's so cool to learn about that and to kind of like see it like this. And this is what it really looks like out there. I think that's near India. Wow. That was so cool. I just did a brand new super zoom shot. You can actually find it right here, right next to Expedition Everest. You got to walk beyond it towards this bridge, toward Dino Land, but not crossing the bridge. It's right there, and it is, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I miss it. When it reopens, we're gonna be there first thing, I'm telling you. I've been going to pin trading location after pin trading location to try and find different ones. Hey, how you doing? I think Animal Kingdom is still underappreciated. Even though we have Pandora World of Avatar, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like the excitement is around magic. And I guess it should be, but Animal Kingdom, I think, is my relaxation park now. I always love relaxing. I do, I talk about it a lot. But relaxing at Disney, if I had to just choose one, like the most relaxing park, I think I'm choosing Animal. Do you remember a few weeks ago when we were looking for the ring-tailed lemur here at Animal Kingdom and we couldn't find them? They weren't here that day. They're here today. Check them out. There they are. There's one right there and one right there. So cute. They're kind of just sitting out there enjoying some of the shade. Looks like that's how they sleep, kind of like on their knee. Isn't that interesting? You can see their tails with the rings on them. Oh wait, the one on the left is moving around a little bit. He's looking. He's wondering what's going on. He's looking at his friend or brother. Oh, that's so nice. Wow. I would imagine, like most animals, the lemur probably just kind of hangs out in the hottest part of the day and probably is most active during like the cooler afternoon or the cooler morning. That's kind of a habit I'm seeing with some of these animals. Oh, he's looking right at me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. You go back to sleep, you're good. Do you remember how a few days ago I told you that this hat was like super exclusive? There were only like 5 left at Mouse Gear. Sure enough, I found a lot more of them here inside of Animal Kingdom. There's plenty of them there, and there's even some right back there. She just grabbed one. And more of those ears too. So if you don't find them at one park, try another if you're looking for that hat or ears. I hadn't really given it much thought, but when you think about Mandalorian, right? Where can you find the most Mandalorian merchandise at Disney? I was thinking to myself, okay, Hollywood Studios, right, for Star Wars. Yeah, you can find plenty of it everywhere. humongous section here in Animal Kingdom of so much Mandalorian merchandise. Some of these we've seen before, some we have not, but I want to kind of give you an overview of some of the merchandise we can find here with Mandalorian. Can I say his name yet? Can I say the child's name? Is it time? Let me know. I don't know. Look at the leggings there, lots of shirts, the mugs. I love that mug. I have it. I love it. You can see the Loungefly bag, the naps and snacks, the I love the child shirt, the tumbler mugs, and so much more. In the center here, you can see so many of the child figures. There's small ones there, and we got large ones up over there. I'll show you in a minute. But look right here. You see the Mithril. There, you can actually see him. I thought for a minute when I first looked at it that this was Yondu. It's not. And then, oh my gosh, of course, I like to call him the pig fighter, pig guard. But it's not. Gamorrean fighter there, super scary looking. Then you've got more of those tumbler mugs, different designs. You've got lightsabers. You've got the child, larger one. This is the larger child. We've seen him quite a few times all around the parks. There are those leggings on the mannequin. You can see the shirt and the sweatshirt are kind of around her shoulders. And you've got the matching child version with the ears, mask, the whole thing. You've got Mandalorian entire outfit there. Plushes below. We're seeing new Mandalorian merchandise all the time. I'm telling you, they've finally caught up to the hype of Mando and the child. There's just so much now. Take a look in this cabinet here. We can see there's Soul merchandise. Love those pins. Those are great. And then a lot of other. So there's Fantasia, there's Black Widow, there's Emperor's New Groove, some great ones there. More below, I see Buzz Lightyear, Aristocats, even more. Pins down here, we can see there's a lot of child ones in there and Star Wars one. Then below, you've got your annual pass holder items. If you go over here, you can see the cell phone case and those magic bands. Right there from 2020. I think we're about to catch Winged Encounters here, right by the Tree of Life. I love this show. Time for Winged Encounters, and here they come. So cute. Look at all those birds. They're hanging out here. They fly so close to you. Woo. That was so cool. And there are a few of them that are still hanging out here. Oh, there he goes. He's up there. They're jumping around all over. Some of them just leave all at once. Others stick around for more food. And it's just by their choice. They get to choose if they want to stick around or not. I remember they told us about it one time. But I love Winged Encounter. Hey, oh my gosh, that's loud. That's so loud. I love seeing Winged Encounters. They fly right over your head. So close. Just noticed this Animal Kingdom shirt here. I love it. But you can see, okay, Mickey looking at the savannah. Goofy's a little lost. And look what Donald did. Donald took a photo of himself with the flash on. Reminds me of myself. Park hopping from Animal Kingdom to Hollywood Studios, I want to head over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge because a lot of friends, and this is not just for some, but a lot of friends have said, isn't Star Wars Galaxy's Edge just Pandora 2.0? Now, you can argue that and say, oh, you know, the totally different theming, but I want to show you some of the similarities. We're not saying one is a copy. I'm just saying some of the similarities, some of the strategies that Disney continues to use that, in my opinion, work super well. As you walk into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, it's that grand entrance that we see here, and kind of a changeover from classic Hollywood Studios. You'll notice as you walk through, it completely changes the environment to immerse you in every way. I always love walking in here, but something I want to show you right away as we look to the right-hand side. Does that look familiar to you? Take a look. You can see it's as if the dirt has been like cast up there by either machinery or maybe a flood that kind of moved it so that we have a walkway here and then we have the plant life over there. Take a look at the integration of some of the Star Wars things that you find all around. You see live human plants and then Star Wars things kind of blended in between some of those plants together. And we can even see more of the stone right there that's been just put together. Not the standard slabs. Remember, we were talking about that before. Standard slab would be less expensive. Instead, what they did is they took chunks, whether it's like this piece they took out of it there, they kind of rocks that kind of move in that direction. There's so many small pieces that are very similar. Similar to Pandora World of Avatar, you can hear the wildlife and the small creatures that are living in the forest all around us. Just listen, just insects, from wildlife, something in the forest that we can't see that immerses us even further. Disney took lighting to a new level here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This pole that kind of looks like it's supposed to be there, or maybe meant as part of an imperial piece from the past, is actually a light. There's a light inside of there at night. See that orange box over there that those guests are sitting on? Doesn't that look familiar to something we saw in Pandora World of Avatar that was kind of blended in to the environment? I'm just pointing these things out. I think it's cool. I think it's so smart. Disney has the ability to take such a great concept, right? And then they integrate the best parts of that concept into this amazing land where we see our favorite characters but keeping us safe. I am wearing one of my new favorite shirts today. I hope that we have an opportunity to get in there. I heard, again, that if you wait till the end of the day, sometimes there's this last minute availability. We'll just loop by, see if there's anything that opens up. I kind of doubt it. I really do. I think that it's gonna be unlikely that we find anything, but never hurts to ask. Coming back to lighting here, take a look at this pole right here. Clearly meant to be there and already lit. It's already illuminated. Very similar ideas, like almost like a pod, but instead it's like for Star Wars, kind of a metal arm there, and illuminates this entire pathway. I think many of us can agree that there are a lot of similarities between Pandora and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, from how the brick is cut into, the real and the human versus the off-world look. There are a lot of similarities. There's no question about it. But Disney has taken that concept, that great idea of full integration, which they've been working on for a long time, and taken it to a whole new level with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Pandora 2.0? No, I don't think so. I think it's a completely different world, a completely different place. It really is. It's just that it has some similar touches in how they've really integrated us. That's the big similarity. Now, I did ask about Oga's Cantina. Even with my shirt here, we gotta wait to get a reservation. Sometimes they have last minute availability, they say, but it's so rare. It's better to try and get that reservation online. So we'll keep on looking. It's just too popular. This is what happens. You make a popular spot, a lot of people want to go in there. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been in there. I miss it. I'm wearing my shirt today because you know I love DJ Rex. We'll get back in there. We will. Thinking about lighting for a minute here, I want to show you something else that Disney has done. Take a look underneath this railing. Those are lights underneath there. So as you leave, after building your lightsaber, you walk up these stairs and they're illuminated by these handrails. It's that real upgrade that you see around Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and these are not the only handrails where you see that. You see it throughout the land. Here's another look. We can see regular plant life, alien crashed ship pieces, and then basically a whole ship that just landed nose first in the ground with trees all around it, just integrated together. It's that integration. It's that feeling of full immersion to take us out of reality and bring us to a magical place. Look, it's Ray and Chewie. They're hanging out up there. Hey, Ray, good to see you. And Chewie walking around, looking for the First Order. And R7 there is on the lookout too. Right, R7? I don't know if that's really his name. Oh, come on. Don't give me the cold Okay, is it R8? 9? 10? Oh, R10. Oh, there you are. Good to see you, R10. Thanks so much. Here's a little bit of an update. Ronto Roasters is actually closed outside. So you get your Ronto wrap inside of Docking Bay 7. Now we're gonna park hop again, headed to Epcot. One of the big reasons I've been visiting Epcot so much in recent days, you may be able to guess, Festival of the Arts. It's such a limited festival. It's so short that you gotta take advantage of it while it's here. So I'm trying to try as many things as possible. Of course, Ratatouille, the new section of France, will be opening soon. And you never know when you're going to see an update. But today is about Festival of the Arts food, too. Here we are passing over that new section of France. It's just about ready for us. It's so close. Oh my gosh, part of it is open. Look at this. This one area right back here is indeed open. We're about to go in there and explore it. Oh my gosh, this is an early look. Wow, look at this. We're going to go in there. It's almost ready, but they started with like phase 1 of opening. Wow, that's so cool. The ride and restaurant aren't open yet, but we'll get a chance to walk on the new pathway. Disney has a tendency to surprise us with things like this, so just the walkway, but it's going to be so great to walk on that new path. It means that we're getting much closer to the other part of it opening, but from what I recall as we were going over it, it's actually that more permanent wall, not the bush barrier, to the attraction, so maybe it's a little bit longer. The excitement just walking around. I can't wait. This is gonna be just a new area of Disney. You know how I feel about it. Check this out, opening 2021, Ratatouille. Yes, we're walking in. This is all new pathway that we are now walking on. Look at this, underneath the awning, Ratatouille 2021. We're making our way in here, walking into the new area of France. It smells like fresh paint. I gotta be honest with you, it really doesn't it? Oh my gosh, look at this. It's just, oh my gosh. I need a minute to take it all in just because it's so magical to be here. Finally, we're inside at least part of it. Part of it, right? We'll take that. All these new pathways. There's benches on the on our route as we make our way further into France, and the smell of fresh paint is pretty strong. Now you can see this wall is now here, so this is the end of where we can walk to at this point. So it is a bit further than before, which is great. We're actually walking on new areas at Disney. This is a new area. However, no ride, no restaurant quite yet. Okay, finally gotten my bearings here. Here's the new crepe restaurant. Can't get to it because the wall's there. The attraction's also in that direction, so we can't get there yet either. Large wall that's semi-permanent. This is a semi-permanent wall, so it means we gotta, I would say, a few weeks before they bring this part down. We can walk on this pathway all the way down here. Look at that. And we can see the new area of France. I really, really like this. Now, the only real addition at the moment besides the pathway is the new restroom. There's the new restroom right there. Gondolas flying overhead and just this walkway. That's all it is. That's open right now. But it's meant to increase the hype. No doubt about it. Now, you know I don't film in restrooms, but I can tell you this one's very nice. It really is. Updated restroom here at Disney. It's so exciting. Oh, it's so exciting. You know, I could spend a little while in here, but it's just a pathway. It's just a pathway. So we're going to continue on with some food, maybe from France. Yeah, let's get something from France to celebrate. I'm not sure how I feel about the slow hype. You go from, okay, this is gone. We can walk in. Then you go to the next, I don't know. It's a slow hype. Kind of wish it would all open. That's okay. That's all right. I'm glad to have this. But it's an interesting feeling. It's just, I'm talking about the feeling here. It's like, oh, so close. Like it's closer and closer every day. I have to walk out of there. Otherwise, I feel like, oh my gosh. I'm excited though. Today we're going to try that Bree bread bowl. I love that one from past years. And we're also going to try the molten chocolate and raspberry cake. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. All right, 2 new ones to try from France. You can see, even though it's just this walkway, there's a lot of excitement in the air. A lot of guests taking photos, very excited. I'm walking up to the new creperie here. I'm excited for the crepes. I'm really excited for them. Right now, the winner of the best crepes in the area that I've tried so far is actually Universal. Those are my favorite. Could this beat it? We're I'm gonna say days, could be a couple weeks, but we're days before we find out if we have a new champion here at Disney. This area is interesting. Here is actually just for wheelchairs and strollers. You just park them over here. They've got this very large area for you to do that. One thing I like a lot is the photos we'll be able to capture. Just look at this one right here. We're just following the gondola, making its way overhead. Look at that, with a view of France. Oh my gosh, so nice. Now, I was thinking for a while when we were seeing this land being put together that the Eiffel Tower would look odd from this angle, but to be honest with you, it looks great. I mean, I feel like this is probably one of the further angles we'll see it from, otherwise it'll be right overhead. It looks great. It looks like it's really meant to be there. Think about that sight line. So smart. So smart. Disney has PhotoPass photographers standing by the entrance already, so you get your photo here. You know I wouldn't miss this. I can think of no better place to try the Brie and the molten chocolate lava cake. Both look super, super good. Then right outside of that new opening awning for Ratatouille. I'm looking forward to it being complete soon, but while we wait for it, let's try some of the amazing French food. I remember the Bree Bowl being absolutely amazing from, I think it was last year? I think it was. Let's see if it still is that incredible. Bon appetit. A much thicker Brie than last time. That is a much, much thicker Brie, but great taste to it. You have to like Brie. You have to like it. Not very intense. Very mild Brie. But it's thicker. The thickness is a huge difference from last year. Biting into it's delicious. Really good. The thickness, though, has changed it for me. I feel like when it was a little bit runnier, honestly, this very intense Brie. I feel like it was a little bit better. So I don't think it's the absolute best of the festival. I don't think it's up there, but it's very good. It's very good, and if you love Brie, big fan of Brie and bread, yeah, you want to try this. Definitely want to try it. It's just, last year I think it was a tiny bit better. We've tried the Brie Bowl. It's good. Nothing I'd go out of my way for. I liked it, but I don't think I'd get it again. I want it to be a little bit runnier. It sounds weird, right? I feel like you want it thicker, but I just in that context, we want a runnier Brie. That's me. Now we're going to try the chocolate lava cake. Right there. There's a little bit of lava in there. I think the rest is in the middle, but I'm wiping it in some of the sauce. Ready? Bon appetit. First bite is good, but a little bit dry. Okay, now we're getting to the lava. All right, hold on. Give me a second. It's bite number 2. Second bite is far better. You're really getting that chocolate Very, very good flavor. I'm trying to think of an improvement for this. I can't think of a way to improve it. It's really good. The sauce and that molten chocolate. Between these two, I would pick the molten chocolate lava cake any day, any day. In terms of desserts here at Festival of the Arts, it's one of my favorites. I was thinking of the passion fruit, but I think for me, this is a passion versus chocolate flavor taste. I would choose the chocolate. That's me. I love chocolate. This is one I would go out of my way for and get again. I'm so glad we came out here to Epcot, not only to try the food, but to see the new area in France. So excited for that ride to open, the new crepe spot. One more look at that new open section. There's the difference. You walk over there and then eventually this area will be open. Looks just about done to my eye, but I'm sure we'll be seeing more soon. Such an incredible day today. I am so excited for that new Ratatouille area to be open. Couple weeks. Just hang on, almost there. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me today. It was so much fun sharing it all with you. Until next time, have a magical day.